Dreamer.
Well, just a little bit of breadcrumbs, right?
Yeah.
We're not worried about the healthy here, man.
Yeah. It's all about flavor.
Exactly.
Well, that looks like something I could do.
So once you do and you get all that done, what happens next? Do you put it in an oven or can I eat it like this?
I mean, you could eat it like that, but I prefer you put it in the oven, about 350 for about 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when
sounds good.
And then when it gets done, you just sprinkle a little bit of Romano cheese on top of it to give it just that little bit of flash of color.
Okay, and there's another item. So let's say we got the sweet potato casserole. What do we do with that?
I eat it cold for breakfast.
A lot of people do, actually. Some people order for dessert with ice cream.
I could totally see that. But you came up with a great idea with tarts.
Yep, you can get these tart shells at Publix or GFS.
Cute as can be.
Pretty much any store. You can get all different kinds of shapes, colors, flavors, whatever you want.
All right.
But basically, we're just going to take some of the filling.
With my hand?
With your hand.
Oh.
Make this fun. And then place it right inside there.
Chefs love to use their hands. That's something we've all learned.
All right.
It's because we're really good with them.
All right. So, and of course, the magic of TV.
That's right.
You
In the
have
oven.
put some of these things in the oven for us, and we could see
They're
the
right
end
there?
result.
And
Exactly.
it smells so good.
All right,
see.
and while Chef Scott does that, I am pouring a Newton wine because Ruth's Chris
Ooh.
is having a Newton wine dinner coming up. That is a Napa family wine, so you can try different things in their portfolio. But today we've learned what to do with our leftovers
They look
from Ruth's
amazing.
Chris.
Give us a fork already over
Great
here.
idea. We'll do some sampling, but we need a quick cheers for the birthday girl. We are
thank you.
sending here. Stop working for a minute. We are sending Linda off on her birthday trip to Ireland.
Ah.
So cheers to Linda. Happy
birthday.
79th
Happy birthday, Linda.
I'll watch you guys on my cell phone while I'm
That's
gone.
right. You can always find us anywhere in the world.
There's an app.
Safe travels. We will see you soon. Mickey, thanks for being here. And thanks to Ruth's Chris as well. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day and be sure to take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view. Happy birthday, Linda.
Happy birthday, Linda.
Start your day with a new Good Morning Suncoast team. Weekdays starting at 5 a.m.
Rescue efforts underway right now in downtown Sarasota to save a man stuck on scaffolding 10 stories up. We're live on the scene. A man attacked by an alligator in Charlotte County continues his recovery. And the controversy continues to intensify between President Trump's son and why he agreed to meet with a Russian lawyer who claimed to have damaging information about Hillary Clinton. Your Suncoast News starts now.
Live from our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is ABC 7 News at noon. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping our news today at noon, Sarasota County firefighters are on the scene right now in downtown Sarasota high rise. This is a rescue operation where a construction worker is dangling 10 stories up from collapsed scaffolding. The rescue taking place at the Echelon on South Palm Avenue right now. Gulfstream Avenue is blocked at Main Street and a section of Palm Avenue is blocked off as well. Police are directing traffic around the rescue area. ABC 7's Adam Cellini joined us now live from the scene with an update on the rescue. Adam?
Yeah, Scott, good afternoon. This is still very much an active situation. I am on the bayfront side of that construction building, and we are going to give you a look at what is happening right now in these rescue efforts. There is a firefighter 10 stories up on that scaffolding with this worker, as you can see right there. He met him. That firefighter is Michael Keene from the Sarasota County Fire Department. He came down 8 stories from the roof of the building to meet this worker who is 10 stories up. Now, we are told by the fire officials that it was the scaffolding engine started going on one side while the engine was shut off on another, and that is what left this scaffolding so tilted to the angle that it is right now. Fire officials are going to try and lower the worker and firefighter Keene down to the ground, but they say they are just taking their time right now. They are in no hurry. That construction worker is connected to his own safety line and now the fire department safety line from the roof of the building, and they are hoping that they can just get him down safely to the ground. Now, they were thinking about going through the windows there, but they tell us that those are hurricane-proof windows, and breaking through them, while it is possible, it may have actually injured that construction worker, so they decided to just meet him from the top and try to get him down to the ground. We will be following this for the rest of the afternoon, and perhaps throughout our show you can check our social media and website mysuncoast.com for more updates. For now, live in Sarasota, I'm Adam Cellini. Scott, back to you.
And Adam, this is something that these firefighters just got some practice doing this on another real live rescue at the Westin Hotel in downtown Sarasota just a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, that's right, Scott. It happened just a couple blocks away, right at the corner of Gulfstream and 41. Very similar situation. Scaffolding tilted down on an angle. They did take that worker up to the roof, but he was much closer to the roof at that time. I guess they just felt it was safer to lower to the ground right now. But the fire chief told us then that they practice these operations regularly and is very confident in their ability to make these rescues.
That's a sign of the times with all these high rises going up in Sarasota. Adam, thank you so much. We'll get back to you as those developments warrant there on the scene in downtown Sarasota. In national news, shifting stories and growing controversy over Donald Trump Jr.'s meeting with a Kremlin-linked lawyer. The revelation coming as several investigators continue looking into possible ties between the Trump campaign and Russia. ABC's Emily Rao has the latest now from Washington.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Moscow.
A Miss Universe connection initiated the meeting between then-candidate Donald Trump's inner circle and a Russian lawyer with reported ties to the Kremlin. Responding to a New York Times report, Don Jr. first told ABC News on Saturday the meeting was primarily about an adoption program and did not mention talk of campaign dirt on Clinton. But then a New York Times follow-up citing White House advisors who said the president's son only agreed to that meeting after the promise of information harmful to Hillary Clinton. So on Sunday, Donald Jr. revising his account, saying the lawyer stated that she had information that individuals connected to Russia were supporting Mrs. Clinton. But he says her statements were vague, ambiguous, and made no sense. Then the meeting quickly turned to Russian adoptions and policy, prompting Don Jr. to end the meeting. Counselor to the president, Kellyanne Conway, coming to his defense Monday on GMA.
And Don Jr. came forth this weekend and gave more information about the meeting. He also made very clear
after denying
that
it,
no information that was meaningful and helpful was gained from this.
Donald Jr. also tweeting, "Obviously, I'm the first person on a campaign to ever take a meeting to hear info about an opponent. Went nowhere but had to listen. No inconsistency in statements. Meeting ended up being primarily about adoptions. In response to further questions, I simply provided more details." The Kremlin is also commenting on this situation, a spokesman saying they do not know the Russian lawyer who met with Donald Jr., Paul Manafort, and Jared Kushner. Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington.
Here at home, a Southwest Florida man who was attacked by an alligator is undergoing more surgery today. On Friday, the man was bitten on the arm by a gator while he dove for golf balls at a Charlotte County golf course. ABC 7's Ray Collins has an update on a story that brought nationwide attention. Ray?
Yeah, Scott, another day of surgery for Scott Lahoduc. He already has hundreds of stitches in his upper left arm from Friday's incident. The 51-year-old was diving for golf balls at the Rotunda Golf and Country Club Friday, something he's done for a living the past 30 years, but this time ended much differently than the previous dives, as you see right there. A 10.5-foot, 600-pound gator like that one attacked him in the pond, nearly ripping off his left arm. Before going into surgery this morning, Lahoduc said over the weekend from his bed in Fort Myers that the gator was so strong it waved him back and forth like a rag doll before he was able to break free.
When he initially attacked me and shook his head, I mean, he moved my whole body with him. He rolled, so I kind of played dead and rolled with him. And then the thought came to me to start punching them.
That's the thing to do, experts say. The incident was the first of 3 attacks in 3 days in Southwest Florida. Saturday, a gator bit a boy's ankle while he swam in the Peace River in Punta Gorda. And then last night, a Fort Myers woman in her garden was bit on the leg in San Carlos Park. Wildlife experts say there are 1.3 million gators in Florida. Scott, back to you.
All right, Ray. Well, glad he's doing well today. Thank you so much. The victim in a deadly house fire in Venice has been identified. Jeffrey Guffey died after his home caught fire early Saturday morning. Neighbors say they heard him banging and screaming inside the home. One tried crawling to the victim inside the home, which was filled with smoke, but he could not reach the man in time.
After I used about 50 pounds of extinguisher powder, I saw that it wasn't doing nothing and it got up in the rafters. And I knew about at that time it was just too big to take on.
Sarasota County Sheriff's deputies were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation in their attempts to rescue the person inside. Both were treated and released. The State Fire Marshal's office says an electrical malfunction is a possible cause of this fire, but they are still investigating.